everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I'm going to show you how to make this birthday card today. I'm going to try from now until June every now and then to show you a manly card that you could either give away as a birthday or Father's Day. You can always change the words up to say happy birthday. I don't have anybody in my life to give a Father's Day card to, so I am going to have all mine will say birthday, but just to let you know, you can change the greeting to Happy Father's Day or whatever you'd like to do. So the stamp sets that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the Classic Wedding. I'm going to be using a old stamp set that said He's All That. And I'm using it for this greeting right here. I'm going to use just the words "to a classic." And then I'm going to be using the Darling Dinosaurs for the happy birthday. So we're going to set these aside for a minute. We'll be getting out some of those items, the stamps, in a second. Now I will be using different paper. I'm using an old paper pack that is from Well Suited, is what it's called. I did not use very much of this paper pack. I'm getting better at using my paper, as you've noticed in some of my past videos. So I am trying to get better at using my packs up, but also this is one area I struggle with. I don't know if you guys struggle with it, but I struggle with making manly cards. So I'm challenging myself a little bit to make a few more manly cards so that I have a few more in my stash and to share with you guys that maybe are struggling also, and to kind of get me more comfortable with making manly cards. So this is an old pack, but I do know we have several different paper packs in the catalog that you could use, or online that you could use for this card. So what I've done is I took a piece of basic white, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4 in the middle. Then for this one, I took a piece of Old Navy, or Night of Navy, and I am just going to place this right down on top of here. Like so. So it's like that. Should get this out of the way a little bit. Then I'm going to take a piece of the Designer Series paper, and this Designer Series paper is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to do an old, it's a classic car. Why not do an old classic thing? I haven't done this in so long. I remember years ago we would rip paper all the time, every time we got together, and there's no right or wrong or how much to rip. It doesn't matter. You just want to rip towards you. If you want the white, see how it has like the tearing white? You want to rip towards you to get that look. If you rip away from you, you won't get that look. So I always rip towards me because I like that look. If you rip away, if you were going to go the other way, it will end up looking like that. See how it would have just the reverse side. So, but I like when you see the white and the fun way when you rip it, because there's no right or wrong. And then this piece is going to go on here. So we're going to put that there. So now that's ready. So now let's get on with our stamping. So I'm bringing back the old stamp and positioner, or Stamparatus, I guess, if you still have one. If you don't, if you have, there's tons of different ones out there on the market you can use. This is the one that I have, and I'm going to be using this one because I find it easier for this particular card what we're going to do. You can do this without having a Stampin' Positioner. I just, I want to have the Stampin' Positioner to put this down with. Now I just want to make sure, yep, okay, I have the card going the right way. Now this piece, I should say, is 4 by 3.5. So I have it way down here in the corner, if you have one of these. I have it way down here in the corner. I'm going to put my magnets on each corner like that. I'm going to get out my Helpline tool here. And I'm going to take black ink. But yeah, I still have this positioner and I still use it from time to time. It helps me with lining some stuff up. I'm sad that Stampin' Up! Does not sell this or one like this anymore. But if you have this one or if you have another one in your stash, go ahead and use what you've got. So now I may have to move this. Yep, I did. And I'm going to stamp it down. And I'm going to get my little tool. I'm going to push this down really good. Okay. Let's see. Did I get it all? Nope, up in this corner. Sometimes with the magnets on there, it doesn't go down good. Now I don't like how light it is still, so I'm going to stamp it a second time. Okay. Go right over top of it, and we're going to stamp it again. I don't have the strength just to do this like I used to. There we go. I like that a lot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to remove this one. And I've got the other one that comes with it. And I'm going to place it down. And I use Balming Blue on this because I use Balming Blue the background. So I use Night of Navy on that one. Just worried that it might be a tad bit too dark, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go with it anyways because it may be a tad bit dark, but we will see. I think it'll still look okay. And I just refilled all my stamp pads just the other day. Okay, so now we're going to stamp it over, and everything should line up. It looks like it, because I lined this up before. I put it over top of where I wanted it to go, and then I lined it up, and I'm just giving it a rub here. And this may move. Oh, it did not get very well over in this corner. If it doesn't get very well this next time when I pick it up, yeah, I'm going to move this one out of the way. I'm going to move this one over more, so that way I think I can get a little better pressure right there. I'm not going to stamp this one again because I like the way it's looking. Okay, I like that. Could use a little bit at the top. Maybe I will stamp it right there a little bit more. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. Alright, so now we are going to pull this off so I don't get it on everything else, and I'll set it over here for now. And now we're going to do a little bit of coloring with this. So I'm going to take Smoky Slate Dark, and I'm going to take Night of Navy. I think I'm going to do dark, and then I'm going to do Real Red for the tail lights, and then I'm going to do light Pool Party. So I'm going to take the Night of Navy, the dark, And I'm just going to go around the outside of this. This is not it. This is Misty Moonlight. Sorry. I'm like, wait a minute, that does not look the same. Okay, no. Oh, is it this one? Here we go. Now we got it. Okay, we'll go right over top of that. And we're just going around the outside of the frame. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so it looks like that. And then I did fill this in with the other one, but you can barely see it on this one, so I guess, I don't know, I did it here. And then you're going to take red, and I did the tail lights with red. And then I took, I'm pretty sure this is the, yeah. I just wanted to make sure I use this color. And then I'm going to go over the whole bumper. And I got a few new blends, which when they're new, they like to bleed more, obviously, so you don't have to go real close to the edge. That's just a rule you should remember, that when you have new blends, you don't have to go real close to the edge because they will blend over there on their own, especially when they're new. It's all the alcohol that's in them. Okay. And then I'm going to take Basic Black, a light, and I'm going to color in the tires. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to die cut this out. Trimmed it down. Okay. Now we're going to put this on here and I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. Okay. Then we're going to take a scrap piece. We need a couple scrap pieces here. And we're going to get out, two stamps. We're going to get out the Happy Birthday stamp. And we're going to get out the classic, the stamp here that you're a classic. And all we're going to do is we're going to take a block and another block here. And we're going to stamp the Happy Birthday. I'm actually going to get a smaller piece. I don't need one quite that big. This will probably work, this 1/2-inch piece right here. And I'm going to have to get this closer to me. Sorry if my head is in the camera. There we go. And And then I want this to go right to here. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And I'm going to cut it with a pair of scissors. And then we can attach that. Right down. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to just stamp the bottom half of this. You don't really need the whole thing. And I'm going to just stamp it. Get my scrap thingy here. And I'm just going to scrap, you know, use the scrap piece and get that right there. Get that out of the way. And I'm going to do a rough cut first around this. The rough cut might be enough, but if not, we're just cutting out the words because it says happy birthday, and this says to a classic. Okay. And then I'm going to put adhesive on here, and then I'm going to stick it right there. And that is my card, everybody. I hope you like this, maybe Father's or a manly birthday card, and I hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Bye-bye.